All right, guys. Today we have a special guest in the house. Super talented brother, known internationally as the Secret Weapon. We talking about the one and only Reychesta.
Eso.
Yo, Ray, how you doing today, man?
Estamos vivos, que es lo más importante, contentos, tú sabes. Gracias por la invitación. Aquí estoy con mis panas, mi artista de Inex, La Cocina Studios, y con un carnalito que le mete bien duro a los beats. Y le estamos making feria, su ropa, su marca de ropa que viene pronto por ahí. Estamos haciendo música underground, también música comercial, tú sabes, pero you gotta keep the underground alive. La gente se olvida del rap.
So I'm glad to have you on the platform. You know, with us, my interviews, I like to start in chronological order, start at the beginning so people can understand who you are, where you came from, and how you got to where you are today.
Okay.
So you were born in Santiago, Dominican Republic, right?
Yeah. I'm Dominican and stuff.
So explain to us what it was like there in the Dominican Republic from what you could remember as a child.
Well, I was like 8, 9 when I started like liking music. I mean, I started singing when I was 5, but I started liking hip hop like around 8, 9. Started listening to like Bico C, Cypress Hill, and Melo Mayonnaise, which is my homie. You know, shout out to Melo from LA. And I did shows with them after I got famous, man. But before I came out, I used to listen to them. And I was like, damn, I want to do that music, you know, in Spanish, though. Like, I used to hear English, like Cypress Hill.
Yeah, wait, before we get into the music, though, like, what do you remember about lifestyle, the lifestyle there in the Dominican Republic, though? Like, explain that for us so that we can see.
Same. It's still the same, you know, because I come from, like, a small country, you know, like, there's a lot of poor people. And my family, you know, they would say, like, rich or poor. It was, like, middle class. But before all that, you know, we was living in, like fucked up houses, you know, like in the hood, you know, like hoods.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up where in the hood where you have to like fight every day, even to play baseball, you have to fight to be in the team. Like it was like a bunch of crazy bad kids, you know, on my hood when I grew up, and I always try to be like the good guy, and you know, like try not to look for problems. So because I wanted to do my music shit since I was young. My father was a musician, so I already had that on my blood. But what I remember from my country is that you know there was a lot of bad economy, people going through shit. You know, like there was no support or people like believing on the music that we do. Not only in that music and any type of music. Like it was like you have to like go through a lot of shit, you know, to be able to survive. And right now it's probably worse because you know now is a new generations. They more crazy. They like to spend more money.
Right.
And they want the last iPhone, you know.
Yeah.
Back then, you know, you have to go out there and get the money, but now niggas is doing bad shit, you know, just to get whatever they want. But I'm just like a good sample from the people I grew up with, because most of my friends they all dead or locked up. So I'm like one of the only ones left, and I'm just happy to be here, man. I think the music saved me, you know.
Right. Did you grow up with any siblings?
I grew up with my aunt, and then some lady that wasn't my mother, like my stepmother, because my mom left me there when I was 6 months, and she came to New York, like to give us a better future, you know, to send money from here over there. So my mom left me when I was a baby, 6 months, you know. So when she came back for me, I was 5. I didn't even want to leave with her. I thought my mom was the other lady, you get me? So I was like, nah, what the hell is going on? Like, so that shit fucked my head up, you get me?
Right.
I didn't even want to leave the other lady.
So what do you remember
So
that was like though?
with
Like you were just like really confused. Like, wait, I thought you was my mom.
Yeah, I was confused. I was like, I don't know what the hell is going on. You know, who's my mom, her or her? You know, but still, I still like went through a lot of shit. I never met my dad. I know who my dad was, but I never met him because my mom had like some beef with him. You know, so I was just a kid that was rolling in dolo in the streets. Like I would skate home with the other kids, and I would jump in the garbage truck. You know those garbage truck that come pick. I would go in the back and hang myself there. So they would look for me. Oh, where's the little kid? And I was like 10 miles away, type of shit. Like I was hanging in the truck, and they would bring me back because they already knew me. Everybody knew the people that was taking care of me. They're like, yo, I seen your son like all the way in 120th Street, and I was like in 50th Street, like, so they would go look for me. I was like a wild kid. So
So you didn't have any brothers or sisters?
nah, I had them here when I came to New York. My mom had my brother, my sister, but they was born in New York. I was born in DR. So when I came from DR, I met them.
Oh, so they were your
Yeah,
half brother and sister then.
yeah, half
Okay.
brothers,
So
half brothers.
your dad though, he was a famous singer, actor, comedian, right? And like broadcaster?
Yeah, 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 yeah. He
So
is.
but you said that you never met him before?
Nah, I never met him. I look for him. I look for him, and it was always some shit. Like, and then my mom was like saying that she never met him. So then I spoke to my aunt, and my grandmother told me the truth, and my uncle. And then I asked my cousins. They're like, "Yeah, he's really your dad, but your mom didn't want you to know." I'm like, "What the fuck?" So everything I did, when I grew up, I was like my brother's father, because I was like, I don't gonna let my mom and my brother go through shit or get hit or get abused by somebody. Like I was acting like I was my brother's father.
The man of the house.
So that's why I was like chilling in the streets, enjoying crazy shit like with gangs and all that shit. Cause I was doing it to protect my family and shit. Like I didn't need that. Cause all I wanted to do music, but
Right.
you always gotta have a backup. You always gotta have a click. So just in case somebody wanna do something to you or your family, you always gotta have somebody with you. Cause nobody's unstoppable. It can happen to anybody. But that's why I started doing that.
What do you remember though as a kid, like not knowing your dad? Do you feel like that was really confusing for you that like you didn't have that male role model though?
I mean, it was kind of late already. Cause when I was 10, I was already like throwing rocks and shit. In DR. Like I was already chilling I was chilling with older people. Like 20, 25. So everything I learned was from veterans and shit. Like I never chill with kids my age. Like when I was 20, I was chilling with niggas that was 40. You get me?
Right.
So I will learn all the experience and shit that I had is from niggas that went through worse than me. So I'm like, I don't gonna get scared with something because I already been in the scary shit. In DR, I've been in PR too. Like in Colombia, when I do shows in Peru, Colombia, Ecuador, there's crazy shit out there too. That people don't know. And it happens in the show, it happens in the streets. So you always gotta be on point and shit wherever you go, because you don't know what can happen.